for Mercedes and only 1 driver for Nissan and 2 drivers for Lexus. Here we go, restart. Let's see if everything will be alright. One hour of driving, and we're gonna do a formation lap like I said earlier, and then just before the grid they are gonna line up basically side by side, 2 and 2. Really tight track, Brand Hatch. Feels a lot narrower when you're sitting inside the car than when you're looking on the replay or following in spectator mode. But it's a really tight track, going side by side in the quick sweepers. It's really sketchy because you're on such a thin line when you're pulling the apexes. You don't really have any wiggle room when you're going, especially through this turn and coming out on the outside here up on the curb. Now they are lining up 2 and 2 at the end of the formation lap, and as soon as the lead car, this time being Firestorm, hits the finish line, it's a green light and everybody can start racing. Neat and tidy formation. And off we go. Firestorm immediately going out into the litter box, losing his first position. West taking up the lead, having Spoil in the Mercedes right behind him. With a new update with the tire heat, and also when you go off track you're gonna have gravel and sand and grass on your tires, so it's gonna be really slippery. So Firestorm is gonna have quite a lot of work coming up through the field. He has 57 minutes to do so. Let's see if he can pull it off. Currently in the lead, West 3 away, followed by Spoil. Mika in third. Oh, Mika going a bit off track, off to the curb. Aurelian pulling fourth. Zero Abramson in fifth. Firestorm currently 9th, 7 seconds behind, so he's not too far back time-wise. Axel going into the pits. Maybe he's switching to soft tires. No, he's still on mediums. Quite unclear why he went into the pit lane. Let's see, top 5, West in the lead, Svoil in 2nd, Mika in 3rd, Abramson in 4th, Cyrillian in 5th, and right behind him we have Scanian, and right behind him we have Bielpavag, so it's really tight. It's really tight, 5 through 7. Then we have 8 and 9. A bit of a fight there. Firestorm trying to overtake Bornhall. It's a really tight track. You don't have a lot of room for mistakes. Let's see if we can catch up. Lost the rear end, spinning out on the grass. That's gonna hurt him really bad. He's backing down to 9th position. A lot of debris on his tires as well, so he's gonna have really bad grip with Canterbury's right behind him. Go back to the top again. Let's see, West almost 4 seconds. We have lost a driver. Spoil is nowhere to be seen. We have Bornhall, Stilgedan, Firestorm, Canberra's in 10. Spoil down to 12th position, must have been off track or something has gone wrong. Like I said earlier, it's a really tight track, you really have to push it. The margin for failure is really slim. Hitting one curb a little bit too much and you put 1 or 2 tires in the sand or grass and you're gonna spin off. Back to the top, we have West still in the lead, pulling away 5 seconds, 5.2 seconds, 5.3, going really fast. Everybody's down on about 50% fuel. I think they start with 75, if I'm not mistaken. Abramson being chased by Mika. Lexus versus Corvette. West still pushing ahead. Quite a big gap between him and 2nd place, Abramson. Tight racing here, 4, 5 and 6 as well. See Aurelian trying to catch up to that 3rd position. Both Scanian and Bielpavag trying to utilize that slipstream. Cyrillian catching a bit of grass on the outside. Bornhall holding 7th. Firestorm in 8th. Stilgedan in 9th. Racing for Team Media Pro. Canterbury's in 10th. Canterbury's going off, catching that rear end on the outside. Axel in 15th. Varan taking some penalty. Might have cut a corner a bit too deep. Svoil playing catch up. About 5 seconds. 5 seconds behind Stilgedan. Firestorm still losing time to first place holder. Above and below his name, or his car rather, you can see the time up to 7th position and the time down to 9th, and the red line is what time it is up to first place position. Seems that Scanian has passed Cerulean for 4th position, doing really well in that heavy GTR. Cerulean slipping even further behind. Bornhall up in 5th, and Bilpovag slips off straight into the barrier. Bornhall currently in 5th, being chased by Cerulean and Firestorm close behind. Cerulean and Firestorm both being teammates. Cerulean is off track, catching a lot of debris. He's gonna have to go really easy. Oh, he's off again. Like I said, as soon as you catch dirt on your tires, you're gonna lose a lot of grip. Bornhall getting a bit breathing room now. Since Cerulean slipped off a bit, he has about almost a bit more than a second back to Firestorm, but Firestorm is really fast in that Toyota. Bornhall catches a bit of dirt off the curb, slips off, trying to spin that car around. He's probably gonna go down to 9th, 10th. So he's gonna try to pass him. Ooh, almost made contact there. Swoil makes a clean pass on the inside. And you can see that the tire rubber on off to the side of the race line. As soon as you step off into that, you're gonna lose grip. It's really important to hold the race line. Svoil taking a bit of penalty, 1.3 seconds. Didn't really see where he caught on that. Varan also has 1.7 seconds. Varan 007 racing for EF Racing, the Alfa Romeo 4C. See Cerulean in 6th position, Firestorm in 5th, Scanian running 4th, Mika in 3rd with his Corvette. Abramson second. It's Lexus. And West pulling a steady lead of almost 7 seconds. Cars are almost down to about a fourth of fuel. 45 minutes to go. Firestorm pulling a 2-second penalty. Bornhall getting chased by Conrad Carlson, also driving for Team Fire. So we have 3 Team Fire drivers in this A final. Grills, the only BMW in the race field right now. Good looking Martini livery. West just extending his lead with 8.5 seconds, doing really well in that heavy Aston Martin. Svoil currently in 14. New tires. Fully loaded with fuel, that's why he's in 14th position. 4 grills, new tires, but no fuel. Here we see Axel, a bit wore down on his tires, but he doesn't seem to have refuel, trying to keep that car light or pushing his best time. Faran still hasn't pitted yet. You see, especially on his rear left tire. Oh, he's really losing grip on that car. Balance of power on these cars is active, and Faran goes into the pits right now. We have still Gran in pits, Faran, Bornhall, and they also have no room for tuning. The tuning is locked on these cars, so what you drive is what you drive. No tuning allowed. Conrad Carlson wearing down his front left tires. It's about 1/3 down. Firestorm. New tires and a bit of fuel. Beat Pavags. I don't think he's pitted yet. He's been driving awfully. Oh, he's off. Catching that rear end on the grass. And once you go off on this track, it basically just keeps going. He's gonna have to be really careful now into the last bend. Might get his grip back in about half a lap. A lot of cars pitting right now. After a pit stop, Mika in the division Corvette down to 6th position. Pitting strategy and tire wear and fuel consumption is really key as well. That is about all that you can manage, since you can't tune the car to the tracks you're about to race. And at the start of the season, drivers get to create their team, pick their car, and that car is what they'll have to stick with through the whole season. We have West, who recently pitted, pulling down a 1:22.114 on his 14th lap. About a quarter fuel, and basically fresh tires. 17.5 seconds ahead. And pushing down his time even further. Down the field, we have Firestorm up into 2nd position. Abramson. It's better tires and more fuel. So he's gonna last a bit longer than Firestorm in his Toyota. Scanian currently in 4th, Cyrillian's in 5th, and then we have Bill på väg 6th, Mika in 7th. As you can see, Bill på väg hasn't hit it yet. Really making these racing mediums push to the end of the line. As you can see, the split times, he's losing valuable time driving with really bad tires, especially the front left. The car's not going to turn in as well as other cars. Cyrillian getting penalty 3.3 seconds. Guarding his inside a bit. Okay, 7th. Bag off track, not being able to stop his car, taking on a 3.2 second penalty, cutting the track. It's a really tight race, 5th through 8th. Trying to utilize that slipstream, not getting past though. Scanian still in 4th. Almost losing the rear end. Good thing he has good tires. Really pushing that Corvette. Bag still has not pitted yet, running super low on fuel. He has probably maybe 2 laps left in his tank. Trying to push for the long haul, but he's losing valuable time. You can see Steel Gadan can take such tighter lines. People back just trying to make his Aston Martin as wide as possible, while still trying to stay on course. Wag still has a 3.2 second penalty, cutting the track somewhere. As you can see, the split time 0.8 seconds slower than his fastest lap. Passing Cerulean for 5th position. Moving up the field, we have Scanian basically in what I would call no man's land. 8 seconds up to Abramson and 5 seconds down to Mika. Mika has a bit more fuel. Better tire. His tires are a bit less worn as well. You can see here Firestorm really trying to chase down West. 18 seconds ahead. Fuel and tires to the drivers. You can see Firestorm is wearing down his front left really fast. He's pushing as hard as he can, trying to catch up to West. Almost half the race is gone now. West just keeping a steady pace. You can see his times 1:22 and it's 0.7, 0.8, 0.1, 0.7. Almost losing the rear end there on the grass. For the last like 5 laps, he's been keeping it in basically the mid 22 times. Firestorm pushing it 1:22.099. Fastest lap so far. But his front tires are almost shot through hell right now. Coming down to about half the tire wear. As you can see also his times on the right hand side of the screen, going from 22.099 to high 22 to low 23 to about mid 23s. Says his tire wear is going further down, his times aren't going steady upwards. West is currently catching up to Porgrails in the Martini painted BMW M6. Porgrails having fresh tires. He needs to get the heat in the tires. He also have half a tank of fuel, and that BMW is quite low on fuel consumption. As you see, West 308 is bound to pit really soon. Running low on fuel. Yeah, he goes into the pit right now. Almost a 20-second lead. Still again off track in the first bend. First turn out into the litter box. Being passed by Porgrails. As you can see, the tires are squealing, trying to find that grip. Also getting a 0.7 second penalty for going off track. Really struggle to find grip as soon as you go off track. Fought on. The Alfa Romeo trying to chase down down spoil. Almost half a tank of gas. Not too worn down on the tires. As you can see, spoil, fresh tires. Just been inside to the pits. In the Mercedes. Holding 10th position. Bornhall in 9. Fresh tires. His car as well. Almost a third of a tank. Biopavag trying to chase down Conrad Carlson. That Team Fire Toyota. Connie running really low on fuel. As you can see, has quite an amount of mileage in that car. Practicing a lot. Bornhall. Quite the gap both front and back. Cerulean running low on fuel as well. It's bound to pit in this lap or the next. Mika in 5th position. Division Racing Corvette. Also in a bit of no man's land. 5.5 seconds up and almost 6.5 seconds down. Here we have Scanian trying to chase the top 3 at least. 21.5 seconds to the lead driver. Firestorm currently in 3rd. Fresh tires, fresh fuel as well. Last time we saw Abramson and Firestorm running really low on fuel, and Abramson recently pitted. So these two are gonna battle for a while now. About the same wear, a bit less fuel in Abramson's Lexus. Checking up on our lead driver, West 308, Team Media Pro Aston Martin. Catching up to 4 grills now. Real solid drive from West. Getting blue flag. See if he's gonna let West pass. He's quite undecided on where he's gonna go. He's gonna let him pass on the outside. Firestorm passing Abramson for 2nd position. Abramson just trying to utilize that slipstream and catch up a bit. Just running right on the outside of that curve. Oh, Firestorm a bit out on the sand. Driving on the edge, 15.5 seconds up to West. With 25 minutes to go. Moving down the field, Scania. A bit in the middle of nowhere. Mika holding 5th. Also in a bit of middle of nowhere. About the same tire wear on Scania's GTR and Mika's Corvette. Sixth and 7th, we have Bil på väg in 6th. A lot of right-hand turns, as you can see. The tire wear on the left side is wearing down significantly faster than the right side. Also a bit in the middle of nowhere. Also known as no man's land, when you have really far to the one you're chasing and really far down to the one you're being chased by. Spoil managed to get up to 8th position. Time we saw him, he had fresh tires and freshly fueled, a bit more than a half tank. He might be trying just to push for the long haul. Oh, losing the rear end just a tiny bit, but manages to save it. Behind him we have Cerulean. Fresh tires, so he's gonna definitely catch up to Spoil in his AMG. As you can see, Spoil putting down one high 123s. Let's see where he ends up now. Yeah, he's up on 24.5 times. If we check with Cerulean, he's doing high 23, so he's definitely catching up with fresher tires and a bit less fuel as well, so that's gonna matter with the weight. A lighter car means less tire wear, so he's gonna go definitely faster. Yellow flag. Is somebody off track? Yeah, Bornhall spinning out. 4th turn. Really just trying to get that Aston Martin into the track and onto the tarmac. Really bad corner to spin out. Down to 10th position. Running a bit low on fuel. His front left is seeing a bit of wear as well. Axel 8414 driving for CNF Racing, currently holding 4th position overall in this series. Catching up quite fast to Cerulean. Big difference in tire wear. Spoil. That front tire is really seeing the end of the line, the light in the tunnel. 50% worn down. You can see the left rear as well. Also a bit of damage on the car. He's definitely being off track, but holding 7th position. Last track time, or lap time I should say, 125.3, so it's going steady upwards on the track time. Those tires are wearing down quite rapidly on that AMG Mercedes. Now being chased by Axel. You can see here Scottian hitting with his GTR, putting on fresh tires and almost a bit more than a third of fuel. Abramson holding third, Firestorm in second, almost off track there, low on fuel and really bad tires. Abramson putting 2/3 of fuel in his car and fresh tires. He's gonna try and push, I think, for the long haul in that Lexus. West hitting for his Aston Martin. Losing the first position. He's gonna get it back real fast because look at his tires. Firestorm's tires are shot to hell. He's gonna have to be really careful not to go off track. He's running super low on fuel as well. About to get lapped again. Sole BMW driver in this series. I think, at least. No, we have 2 BMW drivers. Wait, doesn't Kenny Barros drive a Mercedes? That he does. I'm quite sure that Kenny Barros is driving a Mercedes, but he's currently not in this Group A final. I think he's driving in the Group B. West taking back the lead. Firestorm into the pits, fresh tires, half a tank of fuel. Let's see, 19.5 seconds behind West. West a bit less fuel, but super fresh tires. It's gonna be really hard for Firestorm to catch up to this. 17 minutes left on this race. West pushing even better, taking a fastest sector. Firestorm still holding on to that fastest lap with 1:22.099. See in this turn all the old tire marks from people going off track. New flag and the 1.2 second penalty overtaking Spoil. Spoil is really struggling with his tires right now. He's just trying to push as far as he can. I think he's gonna do one more pit stop and then just push the rest of the race. 3.3 seconds, he's losing so much time on this, but he's trying to, like I said, just going for the long haul, trying to make it up over time. Pushing times of 1:26 is still going for another lap on those tires. Not nearly as bad as Spoil's current tires, but He's also trying to push, catch up as well and taking that 2nd position. Mika slipping down to 8th position, but with fresh fuel and fresh tires. He's probably gonna try to go all the way on this. Getting chased by Conrad Carlson, but Connie is running super low on fuel. So he's gonna pit really soon. Maybe trying to push, I think, 2 laps. Behind him we have Aurelian. Teammate to Conrad Carlson and Firestorm. So he's gonna have to do 1 more pit stop. As we are heading below the 15-minute mark. Bornhall. Currently in 11th position, 2.3 seconds up to Aurelian. He's gonna catch up really fast since Aurelian is running really a bit low on fuel and his front left is shot through hell. Faran getting caught up to West, getting a blue flag. Behind him we have Stilligbon. Fresh tires, fresh fuel. Then Andreas holding that 14th position in his BMW. Also fresh fuel and fresh tires. He's not gonna do any more pit stops. See at the end of the race where he ends up, because we have quite amount of drivers that has to pit 1 more time. But I don't think West 308 is one of them. He should be able to hold out the whole race with this. Behind him we have Firestorm, 20.5 seconds behind. He's not gonna do any more pit stop as well. So he has 13 minutes to catch up to 20 seconds, and they're basically equal on... Well, West is running a bit lower on fuel, so he's gonna have a lighter car, but it's gonna be enough for the whole stint. We'll see. Third position we have Abramson in his TNT Lexus. Half a tank of fuel. Might have exaggerated a bit there. I don't think he's gonna do any more pit stop as well. He's gonna run those tires down to the ground and onto the rims. 14.5 seconds behind him we have Scania in his GTR. I'm not too sure that Scania is gonna hold out on that amount of fuel. Tires will hold up. It's just gonna get slower, but as soon as you run out of fuel, you're gonna be locked to, I think, 70 or 60 kilometers an hour. Just limping. Bilbag getting a bit of penalty, 1.2 seconds. Is he gonna make it on that fuel? We'll see. Behind him, we have Mika in the Corvette, the Division Racing. Freshly fueled and fresh tires. Not gonna be too impossible to catch up to that Aston Martin, red line oil Aston. 1.2 second penalty, a bit worn tires. And we have Mika. The Corvette is a bit heavy on the front tires, not as bad as the AMG, but still. If he pushes hard, he's gonna wear them down fast, so it's a balance. Catch up or drive slow, saving tires. Bornhall, 10 minutes left. He's gonna make it on those tires and that fuel. Axel only a second behind him. Spoil spinning out on fresh tires. Not good at all. damaged left suspension, the left rear, and also the diffuser in the rear. Down to 11. Going up on the inside, not able to seal the deal quite on Conrad Karlsson. Connie has fresh tires on his car as well, so they are going to be equal. Soil doing a burnout on his tires on the tarmac, has worn down his rear tires significantly. Conrad Karlsson makes a mistake and Soil can catch up on the inside, utilizing that mistake and taking the 10th position. Moving up the field, we have Faran. 3.3 seconds down to Spoil. 12 seconds up to Axel. Axel trying to chase down Bornhall. Bornhall running low on fuel and also worn out tires. He has to do a pit stop. Not too sure about Bornhall's strategy. 9 minutes. It's about 6 laps maybe? 5-6 laps? Yeah, he's 5-6 laps. If he's running on those tires for that, if he had the fuel, he wouldn't be able to keep that car on the track, trying to maintain lap times. He's going to have to pit again. Axel trying to look for a way past Bornhall, but it's a super tight track, guys. Going into the pit. Oh, a bit rough through the pit lane. Axel moving up to 7th. Setting his sights on Mika. 8 minutes left. Is he going to be able to catch up? I'm not too sure. Unless Mika makes a mistake, it's gonna be super hard. Bil på väg. New tires, a bit of fuel, so he's gonna be able to manage the last 7-8 minutes. Scottian running in 4th. Super fresh tires. Abramson running in 3rd. Firestorm has caught up quite a lot to West, but as you can see, his tires are really worn down. He's gonna struggle at the end of the race. 7 minutes left. Caught up a lot of time, but West, fresh tires. Unless West makes a mistake, he's not going to be able to catch up. West putting down the fastest sector by 0.13 seconds. Yeah, you can see it, the times already. 10.6 seconds, he's losing time. It's really fast. His tires not being able to hold up to the stress. West is just off into the horizon. Driving super fast in that Aston Martin. Driving for Team Media Pro. Spoil going off track again. Not having a good day. Scania almost losing his GTR in that 90-degree turn. Getting chased down by Bornhall and West getting the blue flag. West in the lead right now, just trying to get past the drivers. Bornhall letting him go on the outside. Bornhall trying... Oh, Bornhall loses the rear end just a little bit on the grass. And as soon as you let that rear end go out into the grass and you turn, you're gonna lose the car, you're gonna spin out immediately. Just gonna say that he might be able to utilize West's slipstream to catch up, but making that mistake, he has instead slipped down to 10th position. Behind him we have Cerulean trying to catch up, 2.8 seconds, but only 4.5 minutes to go. Spoil currently in 12th. His rear tires, especially the left, really worn down, but he has enough fuel to make it around. But I don't think anybody else is going to hit anymore. Faran might just have to pit and lose his 8th position. He's running super low on fuel. Unless he start to short shift and change the fuel mapping of the car. I don't think he's gonna make it unless he does that. You can see he's running on super low revs, just trying to maintain that fuel in his tank, knowing that Conor Ray Carlson is right behind him, followed by Bornhall. I'm not too sure if Fawn is going to be able to maintain that 8th position with Conor Ray Carlson and Bornhall chasing him down. Conor Ray Carlson not using the lowest fuel mapping. He's just trying to push as hard as he can for the last 3 minutes. They have about... Conor Ray Carlson has a bit more worn front tires. Pushing that Toyota to the limit. Also getting chased by Bornhall. Bornhall having super fresh tires, quite amount of fuel. Just trying to catch up and amend for his mistake in that second turn hairpin. Conor Ray Carlson going off track. Oh, almost catching Faran, and Cerulean getting pushed off as well into the grass. Getting a bit of debris on his tires. Let's see that, so it's not going to slip off, losing that grip on the left-hand side. The most important side on this track is that you have so many left-hand turns or right-hand turns. Getting a lot of pressure on that left side. Cerulean holding 9th, Faran in 10th, and Conor Ray Carlson in 11th. Svoil spinning out again, his tires are just gone. He has nothing left on those tires. Yeah, he's just doing a frustration burnout. Meanwhile, 20 seconds ahead of Firestorm, we have West 308 with a massive 20-second lead. Just doing a steady race. Just taking advantage of Firestorm's mistake in the first turn, going out into the litter box and just not looking back. Trying to hold a steady pace, not doing any sort of mistakes. And just as I say that, he's off track, putting debris on his tires. He's gonna have to be a bit careful going up super wide. A bit careful since he has a bit of gravel and dust on his tires. Only a minute left. Firestorm running super low on fuel and super worn out tires. Behind him we still have Abramson. Decently fresh tires and quite an amount of fuel. 5.5. Yeah, he's catching up quite fast to Firestorm, 5.4 seconds. And it's going downwards. 5.3 seconds. Behind him we have Skåningen. He's He's in super no man's land. 25 seconds up and 6.5 seconds down. Running a race of his own. Behind him we have Bil på väg. It's Redline Oil, Aston Martin, running also low on fuel, trying to get the car as light as possible, but still making it through. Only 5 seconds left on the timer. Axel holding 6th position, Mika in 7th, we have Bornhall in 8th. Then we have Cerulean in 9th, so Cerulean has been passed by Bornhall. Maybe Cerulean made a mistake or something. Then we have Conrad Carlson with a 2-second penalty. Time remaining 2.5 seconds, so it's the final lap. Still Gedan fighting with poor grills for that 12th position. And that's the finish. West 308 winning the race at Brand Hatch with the Group 3 Swedish Racing Series. Firestorm in 2nd. Super worn down tires, super low on fuel, but he made it. Really strong and hard fought battle. Just trying to catch up due to the mistake at the first turn on cold tires, going out to the litter box. Really hard fought. 2nd place position. Abramson in 3rd in his TNT Lexus. Sconian in his GTR. And that's all the drivers.